would use my shirt, but this is a Big Tony brand original. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of the officially Unhinged podcast, where nothing is off limits and everything is on the table. I'm your host, Big Tony, Yoda. And today we're going to immediately dive into a food review. So if you haven't seen already, our co-host Yoda here has a cooking channel called Cooking with G. And today, we've decided to imitate Chili's mozzarella bites.
It was my first time ever making mozzarella sticks, so give me some leeway. Also, it's been maybe 6.5 to 7 minutes of those being out of the fryer, so give us a little blue with the cheese pull too. We weren't all set up, ready to go. What do you drink? Not drinking. What do you
Oh no, I would be a fool to drink this. This is a sweet chili sauce. Get a little whiff of that. That's got the chilies in there. It's got that sweetness, which I think goes very good with mozzarella sticks. I'm over the whole marinara thing. All right, because these have a limited window, let's immediately dive into these.
I'm gonna have you try it first.
Let's see, does it still?
Oh, it does pull. It
does
pull.
still pull.
Oh, let's go. Zoom in on that.
Give it a little
I got a cough drop in, so I'll try in a sec. Big Tony, I need your honest opinion. How they get better. Wow, look at that. Look at the goo inside.
Oh my god.
Cameron, I forget. Oh yeah, we fired Steve.
Yeah.
Bob?
Bob, yeah, Bob's in today. Bob
Welcome,
likes
Bob.
mozzarella sticks.
Alright, Bob.
Give that a test, huh?
Bob, do you want to dip after? Or
Yeah, I'll take a dip.
okay.
All right.
Oh my god.
Loki had a better pull than mine.
Throwing this cough drop out real quick. You'll be able to hear me though, because I had the microphone on.
Yeah.
So that's probably bleep that out because we're eating.
Yeah.
Alright, let's finish.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Get in
keep
there.
in mind, guys, I'm lactose intolerant. Wow, that actually is not.
Yeah.
I really do have a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Not a humble person.
Those are really good.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Sweet chili sauce is good too.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
Those are absolutely
These are
fucking
actually
phenomenal.
gas. I put everything up. Well, yeah, I don't need but picture. I put everything seasoning, everything bagel seasoning.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. Just because I didn't want to. You know what I really like about everything bagel seasoning?
You get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, like you don't have to put salt and pepper and like the whole
Patreon.
beep, the whole like, you
Let
know,
it fly.
the whole accoutrement, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that
God.
is very good.
And the panko,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
nice crisp on it.
Yeah. That, I think, actually takes it a little bit above a Chili's. But if you wanted to make it more consistent with them, I would say maybe like a thinner breadcrumb.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that. So I was telling Bob, yeah, me too, Bob. Use your
Just
pants.
use your pants.
Yeah, come on. Your girlfriend's not here.
We're all guys here. I would use my shirt, but this is a Big Tony brand original.
Oh my god.
I know. Well, let me just move this. Pick that up. Because I have a surprise.
And the other thing,
There's more!
the other thing too is we use fresh oil too.
Yeah.
What else? Excuse me.
I gotta dive into another one of these.
Oh,
That was
man.
too good to not have.
These are so good. Bob, do you want one more?
Sure.
Alright.
I need some chili sauce.
There's some right there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Patreon.
That's right here.
Zoom in on that. Wow.
That was phenomenal.
Thank you. It really, I really enjoy cooking for other people.
Same.
Oh my god. Bro. Alright, so now that we got a little food in our tummies, to segue from food into sports, you like mayo?
I don't mind mayo.
You know, mayo would not be good dipping with this, but
No.
neither is he with Patriots either, apparently. Apparently not.
After one entire season with the New England Patriots, after being handpicked by Bill Belichick, Mayo gets the can.
Gone! Oh. So good.
Do you think he knew before or after the last game?
Internal politics are everything in companies. And I gotta say, that's hard to say, I don't know. What do you think?
I think he had to have at least had somewhat of a suspicion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Because if he didn't, I don't think the Patriots lose that last game. If they had lost that last game, they would have retained the number 1 overall draft pick in the 2025 draft.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on I was talking to a family member about this, and I don't mean double tap, but
Don't worry about it.
I hope you guys can hear the crunch in that. But back to what Big Tony was saying.
Yeah.
About losing the Patriots game. I don't know, like I was saying, it's tough because do you lose the game on purpose and then have the track it all comes down to ethics. So
I'd say for that, it comes down to knowing what you want and knowing how to get there.
that's what she said.
So, in my opinion, I think we need a wideout number 1. And a lot of people would say that we need another cornerback just so that Christian Gonzalez isn't taking the brunt of the load himself.
Okay.
There is a way to get both of those in one player, in Travis Hunter, who just won the Heisman. If we had won that game, I have zero doubt in my mind that we would have taken Travis Hunter because we have no need for a quarterback. Drake May, I will go on record to say, is a very good quarterback with an offensive line, with a wideout number 1, with the pieces around him. I think the Patriots could very well become a playoff dominating franchise once more. But we got dropped to the 4th pick.
You want to maintain integrity. Copy and pasting from a source versus actually understanding and writing out it word for word instead. I don't know. Bro. I'm such a good cook. Why didn't I be a cook? My parents told me my entire life, Max, King G, Yoda, you should have been a cook. You should be a cook. I went to a vocational school. I had the opportunity to go into cooking. I've never been professionally trained. Ever. I come up with my head. And same
Yeah.
same for Big Tony, same
Yeah.
for Bill Gates or whatever. Like all these people that just have a knack for things. Like Cameraman Bob, right? I've never seen a smarter guy in my life. His application this week. This man, not only could he video edit, but he could video edit the whole podcast in less than 1 hour. I don't understand how some people just are gifted. Like, when it comes to fighting, some people are just natural born killers.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think they are, and some people are.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's talk about, speaking of fighters, back to those Patriots.
No.
They're fighting for a better season next season. That's
That
for sure.
we are.
So who's? I want to hear another prospect that you think. So who didn't do the greatest this NFL season?
Well, currently the team with the number 1 overall pick, I believe, is the Tennessee Titans. Now their quarterback is Will Levis, who, funny enough, I think also has a bit of a thing for mayo.
Literally or metaphorically?
Literally.
Oh, he likes them on like his grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese is the least of it. If he is the quarterback, I'm remembering correctly, there was a quarterback a couple years ago in that draft class that put mayo in their coffee.
Yep, that's Will Levis.
Bob, you watch sports a lot?
Bob watches some sports, yeah. But I'm a mayo enthusiast.
First of all, that's just foul. Number 2, Levis hasn't been proven to be a franchise quarterback, in my opinion. Granted, a lot of pieces have left Tennessee since he's arrived. I still don't think he's necessarily the guy for the job.
Who is?
Who I think they might go with is someone like Shedeur Sanders, son of Deion Sanders, teammate of Travis Hunter.
And who did they play for?
They both played for the University of Colorado.
Does Big Tony like college sports?
Oh, yeah.
What do you thought? Can't they now get paid? Like, wasn't that a thing a couple years ago?
Yeah, they
Bob-
couldn't get paid.
See, almost.
They couldn't get paid, so now with the new NIL deal, NIL stands for name, image, and likeness. So now with that, they can get paid through whether it be their school, other sponsors, things like that.
Does this apply for all sports or just specific sports?
I've yet to see it be applied for other sports,
I'll find the answer and put it right here.
mostly because football has the biggest nationwide coverage of any sport.
Gladiators.
The only other applicable thing I can see it for is basketball because of March Madness and the coverage that gets.
Zion Williamson. We talked about him last week, I think, right?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, so, that was crazy. So, alright, so we talked about 2 prospects. Now I want to talk about 2 great teams this season so far. Super Bowl prospects for this season versus prospects for next season.
Right now, the current teams with the number 1 overall buys in their respective conferences are the Chiefs in the AFC out of Kansas City and the Detroit Lions of the NFC. I'm sick and tired of
Patreon.
Sick and tired of the Chiefs being shoved down our throat. I have had enough of Patrick Mahomes. I have had more than enough Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, all of them. You're done. You're done. Your time is up. If I were to see a three-peat out of them, I would be absolutely appalled. If you look back on the Kansas City Chiefs season this year, they have had nothing short of a miracle season to get to where they are. They are dubious circumstances away from not even being a playoff team. They would have easily lost at least 8 games, more than they've already lost, if it wasn't due to those dubious circumstances. They would have been at the bottom, fighting for a spot against Denver. Instead, their circumstances combined with their magical relationship with the referees in the NFL, they got to coast through the entire season and sit pretty that last week and start Carson Wentz. When was the last time Carson Wentz was any good?
Who the is
Patreon.
that?
That's what I'm saying. Last time he was good was when the Eagles got to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and he didn't even play that game. He got injured. Nick Foles finished the job. So he had no role in that Super Bowl win.
Okay, this is a good little segue. So I don't know about you guys, but have you heard of something called DEI?
Don't get me started.
Bob?
Oh, I've heard of DEI, yeah.
Yeah, but you have a pretty long resume, so you've had experience. So I don't give an absolute
Patreon.
Macy says about their political stance on anything. It doesn't make me want to shop at a specific play. Like, why does it matter? So how does this apply to the NFL today? Why do we need to care about the NFL's political stance on anything?
We shouldn't. It's a football game. That is what's going to entertain fans. Big, meaty men slapping meat is what gets the job done. We've seen it with the rise in combat sports. We've seen it with the NFL. Big, meaty men slapping meat gets the job done. We don't give
Patreon.
what you think about climate change, political policy. None of that matters. You're playing sports. You're getting paid millions upon millions of dollars to be the best at your craft. Your political stance should not be influencing your game. You shouldn't be getting sponsorships from the president. You should be visiting the president if you do well enough to win the world championship at whatever respective sport you're playing. But no, who you vote for should have no relevance to the public.
Foreshadowing. Khabib Nurmagomedov, when he won the lightweight championship in the UFC, met.
Really?
Yeah, I might have to bleep half of his name out because,
Patreon.
but
Yeah.
I love the beeping. Like, with the subscribe, like,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny. Maybe this week I'll change it up and I'll make the picture
Patreon.
Yeah.
I really
not a bad
enjoyed
idea.
post-production.
That is valid.
So
Patreon.
he met,
Patreon.
and yeah, I don't know. I just really wanted to talk about the UFC, because we have pay-per-view coming up next week. Islam Makhachev is defending his belt for the 4th time against Amran Sarukian, who they've fought in Russia before, and Islam won by decision, and that was Islam's 2nd fight. And the reason why that's such a big deal is because Islam's the predecessor to Khabib, and Khabib's father coached Islam and Khabib and then died. And when he died, Khabib left the UFC. He had one more fight, he won it, and I believe it was against Justin Gaethje or Dustin Poirier, I can't remember. And then Khabib's father died and he left, but he always says that Islam is gonna take over for Khabib when he's done, and he's so far done it. So it's really good PR for my man Dana White over there. A really good story. So, but that's about it. I got a little bit more UFC talk about, but I kind of
Before we shift
we
gears,
kind of have some things.
before we shift gears, can
Yeah.
I just talk about in UFC?
Mhm.
I hate the fact that fights can be won via decision.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Especially split decision.
And especially if Dana, if you're listening, this is why